Hello everybody, welcome to another session of Couples Therapy, Okami. So, two things. First, we are ending the Lego Hobbit. And it's not because, the game's too hard or something. It's literally the way we have to record it on our TV screen, our huge HD one, it for some reason crops it really tiny. Disgustingly so. And it's really hard to read and see what we're doing. Because we try to stay kind of far away from the TV because we have the microphone set up in the middle of the room. And I can't do it anymore. I don't think you could do it anymore.
No, I mean, even if we got closer, we couldn't read anything.
It hurt. It hurt our eyes. It hurt our eyes, so we couldn't do it anymore.
Now, we're not against doing other Lego games in the future, we can't do them if we have them for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah. I'm not sure about... I'm pretty sure the PlayStation 4 will be fine, but...
Yeah, we did just get one of those.
Yeah, hooray. But not backwards compatible, derp-a-dirt. And number two, it's been a while since you've had a chance to play a game. And I've been taking the reins a lot. So it's your turn, stinker. You get to play probably actually my favorite Wii game. And it's where I got really into the whole studying of Shinto religion. For a while in high school when I had to do research papers, I'd always do it on Shinto because of this game, actually, and the Fatal Frame series. And the art style is gorgeous. It's really pixelated now on an HD TV, though, which is really sad, but oh well, I don't care. It's pretty. And it's pretty fun. And I mean, you get to play a wolf. What's more kick-ass than that? So welcome to Okami.
Yes. That's it.
Now, this is actually going to be one of our games that is going to be decently long. So bear with us. It's probably going to be just as long as... No, because the Chronicles will always be longer, probably.
Anyway, shall we begin?
Yes, you shall begin. Okami. I even love the little crust. I don't even know what that stamp's called. I forget. I swear it's a crust stamp, but... Or a little logo or signature.
I guess we didn't need to let that play.
Oh, I guess not. Oops.
My bad.
Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kimiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets.
They must have hated George Washington.
Jeez. Satiate, thank you. The appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast. A young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival.
Kinky.
With a body like a mountain and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. By Orochimaru. Well, that's not your name, really. It's just Orochi in this one. I think Orochimaru is also a proper term. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. And the wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior, Nagi, attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice, piercing the sky The arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath.
Can't help but feel that wasn't supposed to drop in just yet.
Yeah, he knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt toward Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying head, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness.
Exposition.
Don't you love how, though it does pan correctly, like it does read from right to left? Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. Dude! Divine, thank you, gosh! It's more like Pocahontas shit.
You know, wind on fire is going to explode in your face.
Oh no, it didn't put it out, it just blew it in a different direction. Which can be done, I think. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf.
Good, the Orochi can use it as a toothpick after he eats them.
Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand, however.
He was quickly
Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. I am probably butchering these names now that I'm thinking about it. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary, channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms.
Chicks dig the scars.
He leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner.
Yeah, and then he grew two back in its place.
Sadly, it is not a Hydra. It is just an Orochi. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki Village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukuyomi, and
I know that word.
I think it does mean sacred blade. Placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. You gonna look it up? Oh, no. I was gonna start looking it up. Tsukuyomi. However, this is not an end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice.
This is gonna be bad. Ew.
Is this the legendary sword?
No, don't touch the sword.
Is this Tsukuyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? I don't know why I transferred this voice. This isn't a good voice for it.
Oh, he's just bad.
No, couldn't be.
Why not?
It's just a legend. Nothing but a fairy tale.
You're a douche. Hello. What an asshole.
Oh, he who seeks power. He who has broken my bonds. Speak the words. I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power.
But I didn't even say the words. How has the power been unleashed?
Maybe you did say it and just didn't show up.
Okay.
Ah! Tsukuyomi is the moon god, I believe. If I just glanced at that wiki page. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamiki Village enjoyed the protection of a sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins.
That's good, because the episode's basically over.
Yep! Don't you love intro episodes? They're the greatest. Meet the wood sprite Sakuya.
Hi.
Or Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose.
There is no time!
My power has diminished over the years.
That sucks.
I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. And meet your character, Amaterasu.
Yeah, I'm a
Fuck it. And you know what Okami means, right?
No.
Okami means God, I believe.
Okay.
So God is Amaterasu.
See.
Ah, such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demon so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky.
Don't talk to me like that.
Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon, and never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe?
What?
What on earth? You can have this guy's voice if you want. You again?
Are you nuts?
Oh gosh, you're gonna. No, dude, he's there the entire time.
Boy, for a little
dear.
thing, you sure make a big fuss. I was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all.
Your throat's gonna hate you forever, dude. Were you napping in my clothes again, bug?
Look, I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's
Isun.
that.
Wandering artist, Isun.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, I think. Much more long is this conversation?
We'll just go to the end of the cutscene. Make it a little bit of a long episode, but then we'll stop.
See how great I am, and I would not until you're bowing before my great rush. Well, what do you think? Even hotter, even cuter than the real thing now.
I love how you just inserted hotter, no questions.
What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it. You look just like that statue of the Shiranui.
Did I?
Yeah, you just ate him.
Well, what do you think you're doing? You're crazy. A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with the great Isuna.
Isun.
Izabya! Don't make me use my prize sword.
Den Komaru?
That against you.
Excuse me while I just try to read Japanese words and probably butcher the hell out of them.
We're going routing town. And what's it so dark? Anyway.
Oh great God, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamiki Village.
You suck.
The village lives on.
You suck.
Their spirits lie encased in my fruit.
That's kind of kinky sounding.
I'm a tree spirit, shut up. Cut it free and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. I know that you will lead us down the right path.
We're fucked.
Only your awesome power can restore life to the world.
You'll see it. That tree's returned to its normal, huh? That security girl should have said some weird stuff. The village spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit that girl said that if you cut it down, the village will be restored. Blah.
Well, the same diff.
But it's awful! High up there. I need to use some kind of special power. There's no way you're going to reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. In her boobs.
Okay, we will
Oh
end the
my gosh.
episode there. So we will actually get into the gameplay next episode.
I'm sorry.
I'm happy.
Yep.
You're just sorry.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.